Alright guys, welcome back to the channel and another session of biking with Steve. So today, well, I'm already winded. I only rode about 1 kilometer. Whew. So today we're going to check the east side of Guelph out. Right now we're at the north end and we're going to head all the way down south. So it is going to be pretty hot today, so we'll have to check ourselves out. We got plenty of water, electrolytes, so shouldn't be a problem. It's going to feel like about 34, so it won't be terrible, but it will be slightly hot. And you know, this is all part of a program we've joined called Lifestyle RX, and it's kind of about making yourself accountable for better health. And we've been on this for a few weeks, and you know, I'm not going to get into details, but part of it is you have to exercise, and so this is what this is about. And just so you know, I think I maxed out at about 239 in the winter, so I'm getting down to about 230 now, which is pretty good, but I'm going to try to get down to about 220. So we'll check in next time and see where I'm at. So our starting point is up here at Guelph Lake Sportsfields, and it should be downhill all the way, pretty much. And the way back will be a bit of a struggle. It's usually uphill back home. So let's check this out.
Today, our journey first takes us down the front side of the Guelph Lake Sportsfield Park, located in the northeast section of Guelph, a popular spot for league sports, events, and dog walkers. We are going to head down this stretch of trail that doesn't get used too often, and it takes us adjacent to this development project that's been ongoing for the last 20 years, and it's only recently that they've started building homes and turning it into another new neighborhood. The trail seems like it doesn't get maintained as no grass has been cut, and there are also concrete slabs present for future benches. When the project is finished, the city will likely assume the responsibility for its maintenance, and perhaps a new park will be in the plan as well. We're going to head down Highway 24 briefly, then we're going to have to cut through a subdivision on Promenade Road, which will take us over to Speedvale Avenue. From there, a quick ride up to the first entrance at Eastview Park, which is located on the very northeast corner of Guelph.
Alright guys, so we made it to Eastview Park, and we kind of got the disc golf area in the background here. And Eastview Park is a pretty large park, one of the biggest in Guelph. It's located on the east end, and I can tell you there's not much shade around here, so I gotta get going pretty soon. It's starting to feel pretty hot. So we're kind of getting into the airport area, so there won't be much advantage for drone footage in the next coming little while. So we'll get our shots here, and then we'll make our way.
We should be able to mostly stay on trails for the duration of this run down the east side of Guelph, except for when we hit the end of Watson Trail further down. For now, we're going to head across one of the main multi-use trails that cuts through the middle of Eastview and save a bit of time. But cycling the perimeter is also an option. Eastview is one of the larger parks in Guelph and the site of an old waste landfill that was closed in 2003. Decades of planning and environmental restoration transformed Eastview into a unique, public, and impressive community destination featuring playgrounds, sports fields, disc golf, multi-use trails, a massive parking lot, and a newly constructed bicycle pump track and skills park. After leaving Eastview, we make our way down the Laura Baily Memorial Trail, part of a large section of the Hadadi Creek wetlands that features multi-use trails connecting multiple neighborhoods. The trail is named in memory of Laura Baily, a respected Guelph councillor who advocated for the protection of natural spaces and the opportunity for residents to enjoy green spaces and participate in active transportation within the surrounding neighborhoods. The trail leads out to Grange Park, and from there we cross over to the Watson Trail. And this is one of the exciting trails because it is mostly downhill through the old Watson Creek green space, a preserved section of forest that will eventually lead you down to the old Watson Road, but not before enjoying a nice breezy run down part of the trail located on the east side of the creek. When we reach the bottom of the trail, we must make our way around the road construction. This area of Guelph is another section under development, and I'm hoping that when it's finished, there will be connecting trails to the old prison grounds, a very popular hiking destination and a proposed site for a national park, believe it or not. So for a short distance we will travel on the Watson Parkway down to the old prison grounds. The prison was once a state-of-the-art facility, housing around 500 to 600 inmates at one time. Opened in 1911, the prison represents an integral part of Guelph's history, and the now derelict building has become a popular backdrop for movie and TV sets. Since the prison closed in 2002, the whole area has experienced a rapid economic decline in what was once a vibrant neighborhood with sports parks and restaurants adjacent to a beautifully kept correctional property. Now it seems neglected and overgrown, but it still serves as a very popular hiking destination and an area where locals can fish and enjoy themselves, but it could be so much more. On the other side of the main ponds, we meet up with the Aramasa River, and this is where things get interesting. This very tight route takes us right alongside the river for a stretch, and I stress caution, especially with the overgrown shrubbery. I had to get off my bike for a little stretch to ensure I wasn't going to get injured. And there's only room for one-way traffic, so be cautious of pedestrians. As you wind your way down through the shrubbery, you may almost get the feeling of being in a jungle somewhere in South America. The trail eventually takes us past Guelph's ugly stain of the Cargill slaughterhouse, and why they approved a facility like this alongside a prime stretch of green space is beyond me. You'll be quick to notice the pungent smells and the noise produced by the facility as you get closer and closer. After that sad experience, the trail continues until you meet up with Stone Road.
Alright guys, so we made it down to the other side of the prison and the other side of Cargill. That was a pretty sketchy trail. Things have overgrown a lot, so definitely going to have to do a tick check when I get back. So we are about at the halfway point. We're going to circle back again towards the other side of the river. I believe there's a section of trail that's closed off now, so we're going to check that out, and we're probably going to get through anyways, and then it's just going to be a quick trip home, probably down Stevenson Road again, because Victoria is brutal and I'd rather not get killed today. So stay tuned, there's more to come.
After we cross the river on Stone Road, you'll notice an old heritage bridge that has been the center of many council debates on whether to save it or build a new footbridge that would be used by the Barber Scout Camp located to the south. Before we travel down the final stretch of the Guelph Junction Railway Trail, you'll notice the active train that just crossed the tracks, and that has been an ongoing recent debate. The city cites safety concerns for crossing the tracks, and I think it's fair to say that this is not the safest crossing, although it could be. But in the meantime, residents will continue to use this section until either a solution is reached or a more permanent barrier is erected. Only time will tell. And my time is almost up too. As we begin to reach the end, we will ascend up to Victoria Road and then make our way down and through Aramasa River Park. So The final stretch of the trail will be mostly uphill, and I am not looking forward to that.
And so this is part of the trail they have actually closed off, or basically just put signs up. So it does say it's closed, but people still use it as normal. So I guess the sign is just there to protect somebody. So yeah, you do got to watch for the trains here though. They're slow moving, but they can kind of creep up on you pretty fast. All right, so it's going to be downhill, or I'm sorry, it's going to be uphill for the most part on the way back. So that's where the real workout comes. So let's get this done with.
And if you do like my videos, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel and help support our travel and adventure endeavors. It would mean a lot. Thank you.
All right guys, so we're finished up at Lions Park here. I'm gonna head down Stevenson. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed the east side of Guelph. So today we were east side boys. Tomorrow we might be west end girls. Stay tuned, there's definitely more to come. See you soon.